Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and today I am here with Paper Rose, and we are going to use one of those large sentiments. I love die cut sentiments. I love them especially when they have the cloud, or what I call the cloud, the shadow behind it. But sometimes they're really big. I am also one that if I put a lot of work to the front of my card, I don't want to cover it up with a sentiment. So 9 out of 10, if I do a lot of work on the front, I'm going to put the sentiment to the center. I'm going to show you how we can work with these large sentiments. So I'm going to get my layers together. I cut 2 from the cloud in black cardstock, or excuse me, 3 from black cardstock, and I'm going to layer those up. From the sentiment that sits on top, I die cut that twice out of white cardstock. My background is going to be ivory, and you can see that there on the left. That's cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a black mat. That is cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because all of this is going to go on a standard A2 size cardstock. So as you can see, I am using the Sending Love and Hugs large die there, and yes, I did lose the top of the eye for my sending, but I found one. We'll get that up there. I'm also going to be using the little etched butterflies. I thought they were so cute, and they are available in 2 sizes. Of course, large. I'm using the small. I'm going to place this sentiment right on top of that cloud / shadow, and we're going to get that onto our panel. It takes up a lot of real estate, but that doesn't mean that we can't still embellish it or accent it. Excuse me. So what I did, and I already took care of, as you can see, the die cutting of the butterflies. I love to ink smush, and I do many ink smush panels. I do find it very therapeutic. So I found one of them, and then I just die cut them all throughout that panel. So each one does have a different look. I've put my ivory cardstock onto my black mat, which now has gone onto my top folding standard A2 size card base. I'm going to get my sentiment in place. Now, because we used all of those layers, the 3 for the black, 2 for the white, we've got a lot of beautiful dimension going on our card. I'm going to take these butterflies, I'm going to bend the wings up, added more dimension by doing that, and I'm going to glue them all around the sentiment. This is going to help the eyes be drawn right to the sentiment, and then notice the butterflies. And I'm just going to sporadically add them. I'm going to have them coming off the sentiment, but they are going to be focused right around. I'm placing them down onto, in most cases, down onto the ivory base, which will also help the wings to stay up. Then I don't have to use any double-sided foam underneath them. I'm placing glue just down the center, and I'm using my needle nose tweezers just to push them down until the glue adheres. And then I will just keep on doing that. We're not covering up the sentiment. In a way, we're accenting it. While part of it may be covered, you can still see that. So it's a way with these beautiful big sentiment dies to use flowers. You can use leaves. You can use gems. You can use these butterflies. So smaller dies, no matter what the shape, can definitely be used. I'm going to put one down in the bottom left-hand corner and one in the upper right to make it look like we've got movement with all of these butterflies fluttering around. I will come in on this card to just put on a few gems, not too many. but just to add a little bit of sparkle. And then once we have those in place, our card is done. Very quick, but has a lot of impact. And as always, I do hope you enjoyed today's products. Always, the products that I used from Paper Rose will be listed down below in the video description. And I do hope you take the time to subscribe so that you can see all of the wonderful other projects that are created here on the channel. Till then, enjoy your art and always be creative. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Till then.